guys, welcome to the channel. It's just what was it today? We are Wednesday evening. I've just got home from work and I've come home to a rather large package. It's just another box set that I've ordered, music box set I've ordered from saving up for. So I've managed to get a box set I was umming and ahhing about this box set because it's of an album I've got in a box set, but it's by an artist I adore. And I was umming and ahhing because I was just thinking, should I, shouldn't I? It's a little bit pricey for what it is, you know. It's only 4 CDs, but I thought, then when I was looking around and I looked on HMV, it said last one. I thought, okay, let me have a look around again, and other sites were saying last one. So I'm thinking it's not going to be long till this goes out of print. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and order it. So I ordered it. So let's get this unboxed so we can show you what it is. You probably already know, I've probably already put it in the title of the video. I'm such a dork, you know. I really am silly. Let me see how this box opens. Is it this way? Yes. Made it back to front. So this just very carefully. I hope they've covered this with a bit of a film. So I've got to get through there with my knife. Do not want to be cutting any of the case or cover. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so I'm always wary of boxes, but luckily with this one it was kind of folded over, so we got another inlay in there. So right, so this little beauty that I've got is from one of my favourite artists. No, it's not David Sylvian, but it's someone that's very sort of like unique, came across as quite a tender soul, and it is the wonderful Nick Drake. And this is the making of five leaves left, which just come out, I believe, this year, not so long ago. But like I said, I was umming and ahhing about it simply because it's one album, but it's got unreleased stuff on there from Nick Drake, and I'm just thinking, how can you not have that for your collection? So I thought it's fantastic, really, really cool. So let's not waste time. Let's get this thing unboxed. So here we are, guys. Here is the main box of the making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake. So first of all, I must apologise because you do have a bit of glare on here, but maybe once we take the cellophane off, it will be absolutely fine. As you know, I'm a bit of a fan of Nick Drake. Is it my favourite album of his? It could well be. It changes with mood, but a lot of the times this is my favourite album by Nick Drake. This is the LP vinyl of Brighter Later. It's just one of those albums that I go to the most. Is this one, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but yeah, this album here on Island Records. Got a hair on there. Let's get that off. There we go. So that's the vinyl of Brighter Later, which is probably I don't know if it's my favourite one. It's the one I go to most. That's all I can say. But I do love 5 Leaves Left. 5 Leaves Left is Nick's debut album. So he only made 3 albums. Unfortunately, he passed away really young due to an overdose on prescription drugs. I believe he was in his early sort of 20s, sadly. So I do have another box by Nick Drake called Tuck Box, which contains his albums and stuff. So we'll look at that a little bit once we've unboxed our new purchase and our new item. So bear with me. I need to get my trusty knife. So we're going to turn it over and look at the reverse. If you look, it's all this on the front case. This is all open. It's so you can see through the window, which is really cool and really unique. So I like that. So this is the front of the box set. We've been looking at the back. Oh, what you like, Joff. So we're going to need to try and take the cellophane off. Let me just see if there's a way of taking. No, I've got to open it that way. I was hoping that I could have just cut this down this corner here and slid the stuff out, but the way they've got it is reverse, so I can't do that. So to get this out, I'm gonna have to just make a little slit with my knife into the plastic. It's a shame because I was going to try and preserve the actual cellophane on there to keep the box set nice, but there we go. Sorry guys, you know what I'm like with me unboxings. I'm not the most great at doing unboxings. There's a lot much better channels out there unboxings than me. I'm just a bit clumsy, aren't I? But there we go. Wouldn't be me if it was normal, would it, guys? You know, if you've been in my channel for a while, you will know. So we can take off this cellophane. Oh, sorry guys, am I jolting that around too much? I think so. Just let me double check something. There we go. It's that big I've had to stand up. Okay, so that is the cellophane off. It's got a rough feel to it, which I really like. It's not a sort of smooth, it's got like a rough feel to it. A bit like some of the Marillion box sets, they've got like a rough feel over it. But yeah, it's really cool. So it comes with this little J card, which I'm hoping we might be able to slip. Does it fit in that way? Maybe. We might be able to slip it in inside the box rather than trying to glue it. So it's got a J card on there. Let's have a little look, see what it says on the J card. Okay, includes unaccompanied demos, studio outtakes and previously unheard songs that tell the story of how Nick Drake's debut album came to be released on Island Records in 1969. I was 2, guys, when this album came out. Compiled across 4 CDs, including Joe Boyd's produced finished version, remastered by the album's original engineer John Wood, with 4-track recording details, chart and recording in a book, an authorized finite edition. So that's what it says on there. So if we move these out of the way, so like I said, here it's cut out of the front cover, so if you're removing one item, it should probably have a different. Wow, that's incredible. I've pulled 3 out there at the same time. It's wow, it comes out like that, and that's amazing. That's cool. This box, I have to say, it's got to be some of the best quality I've ever felt in a box. It's amazing. It's really cool. So we pop that aside. So we have our book. We're going to pop that aside and come back to that. This looks like it's going to be the original album, and I love that they've done it LP size. How cool is that? So it would fit in a record shelf, wouldn't it? You know, like that, if you really wanted it to. Wow, that is just so cool. I am wondering, are they going to be doing the same with the other 2 Nick Drake albums? It'd be wonderful if they are. So it's set out like an album, and it's also, oh my god, it's got the original back of the album. Okay, so the track listing on the original album is side 1, Time Has Told Me, fantastic. 2, Riverman, 3 Hours, Way to Blue, and Day Is Done. And on side 2 we have Cello Song, Thoughts of Mary Jane, Man in the Shed, Fruit Tree, and Saturday Sun. They are the tracks on the original album. This is the original album with the original back cover. That's amazing. He's even got the island logo up there, which is so cool. So open this up, and it has a few words, a couple of lyrics there for Sundown, Saturday Sun, and Riverman. So what's in? So it's got to be in here. Like a, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So they placed it in a 12-inch sort of cover, which is really cool, really nice, a great idea. And there it is. That's the original album. Really cool. Sorry guys if you've got a bit of glare. I'm filming this in the evening because I'm on late shifts this week. I'm back at work tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it tomorrow. So I wanted to get this done today. So that's really cool that it slips in there like an album. Really neat. Not a grumble, but it would have been nice if that would have been in a smaller sleeve like this, if you know what I mean, like a CD size, just to protect the disc slightly a bit more. But oh, that's wonderful. Let's just pop that back in there, guys. Sorry, I have to do that, some of this off screen, because I want it to go in nice and right. Do not want to damage anything on my beautiful box set here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Do apologise, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, but that's such a nice setup for this set, isn't it? I mean, the way they've made it look like LPs is wonderful. Because I say that will go into there really well. So that is the original album. So next up is still got the same cover, but it's got a variant of the green. If you look, the shade is different, and I believe that they look shades different on all of them. So that's really cool. So this is going to be a different disc in this one. This one is called The Making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake, Volume 1. Initial studio demos, March 1968, with the tracks Mayfair, Time Has Told Me, Man in a Shed, Fruit Tree, Saturday Sun, and Strange Face. And under that it's got studio sessions. It's got Strange Face studio session, Rough Cut with guide vocals, September 11th 1968. Day Is Gone studio session, take 5, April 11th 1968. Day Is Gone studio version, take 2, November the 12th 1968. Day Is Gone studio version, take 7, April the 3rd 1967. Wow, he's been trying that for a year, that whole song there. He started it in April 68, and then he's got version 7 there in April 69. Man in the Shed studio version, take 1, May the 10th 1968. And My Love Left with the Rain, Cambridge recording, May 1968. So that is the track listing on the second disc. Now this is like a single record, and there we go again, and it's got on there CD1, which is really cool and nice. I like that. So we pop that away. Lovely. Just give me a second, my little J card's gone for a Burton. Right, so this must be disc 3 in here. 5 leaves left, again slightly different colour. And this one contains the making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake, Volume 2. The Cambridge recordings continue, so it continues from that one, and it has these recorded in May 1968, and it includes the tracks Blossom, Instrumental, Made to Love Magic, Mickey's Tune, The Thought of Mary Jane, Day Is Done, Time Has Told Me. And then it has the studio sessions with 3 Hours, take 2, recorded November the 11th 1968. Time Has Told Me, take 4, November 11th 1968. Strange Face, take 1, November the 12th 1968. Saturday Sun, take 1, November the 12th 1968. And Fruit Tree, Take 4 from November the 12th, 1968. So you can see that the album was starting to compile itself there, as it was all within days of each other. Wonderful. So the last disc in this set is The Making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake, Volume 3, Studio Sessions. Time of No Reply, Take 3, into 4th of December 20th, 1968. Cello Song, Take 4, January the 4th, 1969. Mayfair, Take 5, January the 4th, 1969. Riverman, Take 1, January the 4th, 1969. Way to Blue, Cambridge recording, winter 1968. They haven't got a date for that one. The Thoughts of Mary Jane, studio session, Take 2, April the 3rd, 1969. Saturday Sun, studio session, Take 1, into Take 2, April the 22nd, 1969. And in Riverman, studio session, Take 2, April 1969. So they are all the recordings on there. So this is going to be absolutely fascinating. Now, I've heard from some people that have got this saying that these versions are really cool. They're beautiful. They're like, some of them are like him just acoustically, you know, without the sort of any sort of orchestration on it and things like that. And some are just really cool. But they said the quality of them is amazing. They're not like demos, or like bootlegs, the recordings. They have been remastered into an incredible standard. So they are the discs. So let's have a look at the book that comes with it. Okay, The Making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake. This is a wonderful coloration. Shall we just move the box and move this slightly here, just so I can maybe fit it all in. Just check it's all in the video. Yeah, just move these slightly over, just so I can pull that up. And we can have a look at this book. There's a picture of Nick there. I'm expecting this to be text heavy. This is a documentary chronicling in print and music. So that's what they actually class this box set as like a documentary of this album. So we've got lots of text here about the making of. Picture of Nick there. I've seen that photo before. Wonderful. I'm going to read this. That reminds me of his album cover, Way to Blue, which is like a best of. So I'm going to read through all of this. It looks really, really cool. Wow. So this is a very much text heavy booklet. It's soft back, it's not a hard back. Now here we go. Now this is going to be for you sort of like train spotters out there, if you like, for you, if you like all the information about every sort of track from this album. It gives you the session date, the time running, and the notes recorded by it. And so there's all these different notes that have been made down the side by, or not necessarily Nick, it could be the people that were helping to produce the record. Wow. So this is really intense, isn't it? Look at this. How many sessions has he tried? Wow. And I believe his album Pink Moon was recorded in a couple of days. This one must have taken a lot of getting together. But yeah, it goes through and breaks down all these different tracks and different demos. Now we've got some pictures of an old reel. I believe this is what they found some of these demos on. They found it in a drawer at Nick's family home. They found this tape of like stuff of like that was recorded in the studio, and that's what we've got here. And these are some of the other sort of like cases that they would have come in, the songs and demos. So interesting. Really cool. And then it looks like now we've got the lyrics. These look like handwritten by Nick, and it's been translated into easier print there. I don't know if it's all the songs, but it's certainly some of the songs there. They must have found all these as well within the drawer that they found these tapes. So that's really cool, and that is the end of the book. Really cool. So that is the new box set from Nick Drake. So if we pop these things away, let's pop the book in first. You know, I'm going to struggle otherwise, aren't I? So we're going to try and pop these away, hopefully without any fuss whatsoever. So as you can see the picture there when I place the discs in. That's cool. Hello. And of course the original album. I'm not sure if the original album is actually like a completely remaster. I don't think it is. I think it's the same version that is in the Tuck box set. So there we go, guys. That is an unboxing of the making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake. So before we go, let's have a quick look at the Tuck box. Now this is the other box set that I do have, and I've had this for a number of years now, and this contains all of Nick's albums. Plus it also contains in here 4 posters, or I believe, and all these posters that we have here are ones that would have been displayed in a record shop in the 1970s. So these are replica of record shop posters, not posters you'd get on a billboard or in a paper. They would have been given to the record shop to put on their walls to advertise the album. So we have 4 of these in here. Sorry if this is turning into another long video. I can't help it. I'm so passionate about my music that I need to take my time and show you. This one wouldn't have been, okay. This one is because it's one of the other albums that are in this set. This album has 5 discs. It has the 3 original albums, and it has 2 discs of unreleased and remastered tracks that weren't on the album. So this Made to Love Magic is the other album that's in here. So these have been made to look like the actual album posters that would have been in the record shop, but these, I think which ones, these should be the last 2, will be the replicas. So this would have been up there for the 5 Leaves Left. Really cool with the back cover picture there. This one should be Brighter Later. Sorry guys, you know what I'm like. Oops. I've been playing them, so they're all out of sync in this box. I'm hoping they're all in there. I hope I haven't left one in the other room. Yeah, so that would be the poster for Brighter Later, out on November the 1st. So that's really cool. So let me take out the albums. Yep, they're all in there. So let's start in order, shall we? There's his first album. It's a small version of the box set there with some nice photographs of Nick. Same track listing as the one in the making of. It's just got a different label colour there. So we have that one. Second album, Brighter Later. Like I say, it's the one that I tend to go to most. Don't know why. And these do have little booklets in there as well, with like, I believe, like lyrics and things. But it's just the one that I go to most. Great there. We'll go through some of these. So the track listing for Brighter Later is Introduction, Hazy Jane 2, At the Chime of the City Clock, One of These Things First, Hazy Jane 1, Brighter Later, Fly, Poor Boy, Northern Sky and Sunday. So that is the track listing on this one with the Island label there. And then it's his final album, which he did before he sadly left us, and it's Pink Moon. Fantastic album. All 3 of these albums are classics in my eyes. They're incredible. And this one has it on there, Pink Moon, Place to Be, Road, Which Will, Horn, Things Behind the Sun, No, Parasite, Free Ride, Harvest Breed, and From the Morning. And I love that these have got these sort of pictures of Nick on the back, in with the back to us, but on that one he's facing us. It's so lovely, such a wonderful set. I won't bore you and go through all the other track listings of these two other CDs, but we have one called Made to Love Magic. There's some more artwork in there, and this contains tracks that some of them were on the album and some weren't, but I think the versions on here are slightly different takes that are ones on the albums, and they've been remastered to fit in with this back catalogue here. And the last one is called Family Tree, which again I believe is a collection of songs that the family found in their home, like tapes of old demos. But they're not just demos in sort of like poor recordings or anything like that. They have been remastered to sound the best quality they possibly can. So that is all the albums that is in the Tuck Shop. So you've got the 3 original albums, the 2 albums of like unreleased things and demos, and some wonderful tracks on those in that wonderful box. So that's that set, but today was all about this bad boy, and there you go. So that is the unboxing of The Making of 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake. So there we are, guys. Sorry guys, another long video, but there's a lot to talk about when it's one of your favorite artists and it's a release of them and you really love them. It's fantastic. So that was a look at the 5 Leaves Left making of box set by Nick Drake. Now unfortunately the J card, it doesn't fit all the way down there, which is a shame, because it just slightly sort of sticks out like that, like a sore thumb. But it's how I'm going to keep it, because otherwise I'm going to end up losing it. But there we go. It's such a wonderful set. It's kind of strange because it looks reversed, you know, but because to me you take it out that way, but on this cover it's the opposite way. But there we go. That is the unboxing of this set, which I've got from HMV, which I'm really chuffed about. And thank you so much for coming in, and stay tuned for some more unboxings. And I'm going to be doing a top 10 soon of my top 10 music box set, so stay tuned for that. Cheers guys.